Good morning, and it's Tuesday morning. I'm in a good mood. Market seems to still be in a good mood too. Yesterday was a pretty uh, up about between 6 and 7% yesterday. So for me, I don't really. Again, I don't big whoop. But what I am glad about is my family is very happy about it because all of them with their mutual funds and their 401ks are they think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But anyway, I don't want, and I keep telling them don't get too carried away. This is still a bear market, folks, right? But but anyway, it seems that people are starting to have a little bit more confidence in what's going on, and not just in this market, but in the not just in the financials, but in the housing market too. A lot of talk about that. Um, and I generally, don't even want to get involved in that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. So, but anyway, looking at, I want to show you what I'm thinking today. Now, here's the thing: the strength in this move, and here's yesterday's chart. Um, so here was the day session actually. Here was yesterday. Here was the volume. And again, these are the futures, the Dow mini futures. And here you can see what a day. Just, I mean, we didn't even have a series of, let me zoom in a little bit on this if I can get a better picture of the action yesterday. Here you go. You didn't even have really I mean, there really wasn't even a pullback today. Usually the way we trade is we get these series of higher highs, higher lows, these wave patterns and so forth. But yesterday, man, the thing just took off. So here's the problem. Statistically, if you look back at the markets over time, this the market after a move like this typically ends down the following day. Now, that being said, there is a lot of momentum behind this push, and I got to say, I know I've been saying to wait to this thing to retrace so that we can get a better fill on any longer term positions, and I'm still sticking by that. All right, I'm still sticking by the fact that I'm going to wait. But I wouldn't hesitate if you don't want to wait like I am. I wouldn't hesitate to wait for this market to pull back, like even intraday, and take positions. There's a lot of momentum here. There's just a lot of momentum, and I think that's dangerous, though. I think that everybody's seeing that there's a lot of momentum. So I'm going to stick to my plan and wait. But I guess what I'm trying to say is there is this up move that we've had like on these charts over the last few days. Let's see if I can find like an S&P chart over the last few days. It's just been crazy, and right. I mean, look at this thing. It's really taken off, and to be honest with you, to me, the way that this is playing out. It does show me a long signal here up until this around this 832.50 in the S&P, and this is the mini ES, the mini S&P futures. I mean the ES contract, and this shows you what I'm talking about. This thing, we had made a target for this thing to retrace based on this move to this move. We had made a target for this thing to retrace to about this 832.50 area. And if you take a look, that's exactly what it's doing, but it isn't there yet. And so I do think there is going to be, it is going to want to bump its head on that level. And then we'll get the pullback that I've been waiting so patiently for. But as far as today's trading goes, wasn't enough. I was looking at the chart here. Look at what the market's done overnight on these YM futures. It has not really given back too much. It actually gapped up here when it opened up yesterday afternoon or evening, whatever you want to call that, and it's just still migrating. It's migrating lower, but it hasn't even come back down into that value, into that area yet. So that's that's interesting to me, and that means that this momentum is strong. But like I said, over historically, there's an 80% chance that the market is going to pull back and finish lower today after the type of rally that we had yesterday. So that in mind, here's what I'm doing. I'm looking at this level on the mini futures, the Dow futures 7591 around that area. Okay, around 590 area, somewhere around that 591, something like that. I'm looking for that area to be broken to and for the market's price action to get underneath that. If the market gets underneath that, and that's basically the reason why is because to me that is the top of a high value channel. Okay, if the market gets in there, I will start nibbling to the short side. Now listen, if it gets to that and it bounces off it or it pokes its head underneath it and then it starts making higher highs and higher lows, off it. No, I'm not gonna. Then I'm not gonna look for these nibbles. I'm not gonna be looking to nibble short. That's crazy. What I want to see is I want to see it get through this area, and I will look to get maybe on a pullback, get short, and I'll show you what the target is. So I'm saying I want to be in around this level here on a market here's a market profile chart. I want to be in around this level here, right? Here's 592, 588, something, this is that area, which is basically around a little under yesterday's close. And I'm just realizing that. I actually picked that 590 area based on value area, just the value area of yesterday's move, but funny enough, look at that. It is also yesterday's close. So that will be definitely a definite testing point. So, looking for that to get under there, and the first target will be to get short in that 580, 590 area and go down to the 564-ish area, which is yesterday's high value area. Let me point out something. Once it gets to that point, I'm going to protect myself. My moving stops or taking profit off or whatever I have to do to protect myself at that point. And then I'm going to wait to see if this thing will clear its way across all the way down to the 476 area. Okay? And the reason is because I want to point out this. Look at this. It's tiny. It's teeny tiny. Like all distributed in this area. So being so small, if we do get into it, I am going to take that what they call the 80%er and try to cross it down to that lower side. So that's my plan. Hopefully it works out. If we get the setup like at the 590-ish area, if we get through there and we get a pullback that sustains and stays in there, I will look to move down. Take it probably as I pull back into the value area. I'll protect myself and then just let it ride. Okay, that's my plan, and we'll talk more about it later.